Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome to the channel and welcome to my first episode of Jurassic World Evolution. I saw that Evolution 2 was coming out and I was like, damn, I haven't played the first one in a little bit. I think I should go back to it and it'd probably be like a decent game to play for like a first series on the channel. So I'm really hyped for the second one. It looks pretty good. On top of that, they said there's something like 75 dinosaurs in the base game already, so that would be... I hope that's the case, because obviously the more dinosaurs the better. So, but for now we're just playing the first Jurassic World Evolution. I haven't touched this game in a little while. Last time I played it there's no DLC or anything, and now they've added 2 new campaigns, a bunch of more dinosaurs. They have challenge mode now. Yeah, so I'm excited to check out all the new stuff, and on top of that I never even finished the base game. I got as far as the 3rd island and I stopped playing after that. So I was originally going to do challenge mode first, just so I can unlock all the different patterns, so I could use them in the campaigns, but unfortunately, I haven't touched the game in a minute, and I'm probably not at my peak performance when it comes to building a dinosaur park, so... And for the second patterns, you have to play it on Jurassic difficulty, which is like legendary difficulty, and I'm not sure I'll be able to succeed at that. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to play the base campaign first, and then we'll do the challenges, and then we'll do the other 2 campaigns, and then we'll play around in the sandbox a bit. And if like there's any specific skins that I would like to use in my base campaign parks, then I could just go back and either sell the dinosaurs, the previous dinosaurs that I had, and replace them, or I can just add them in. It's really simple to do, so I probably won't actually even need the skins, but maybe, we'll see. Anyway, I will stop talking now, and we'll get ready to play the Jurassic World Evolution base campaign. Alright, here we go.
Hello. May I say welcome? My name is Dr. Ian Malcolm. You may have heard of me. Well, correction, you should have heard of me, especially now that you're here. So before you are the islands that you need to manage, if you can. The 5 deaths. Jeez, if only there had been 5. Okay, this is as good a place as any to begin. Isla Matanceros. It's relatively stable. Yeah, you can get your feet wet here, and you should. Just diving into the deep end of the pool is where the big, angry, hungry things are, and you want to be ready before you try that.
Oh, the Jurassic Park music's so good. Hold up, I forgot to do this before we hopped in. I turned the volume down for the intro. Well, for the music, I'll turn it all the way back up, because this is not super loud, but it's probably a little too loud, at least in the home screen, so... Alright, now we can continue.
I'm Cabot Finch, Public Relations and Crisis Management, and I'm here to help you. You'll start by building a Hammond Creation Lab.
Alright.
We've already started on an enclosure for you. You should just attach it to the side. But watch out for dinosaurs. Ah, just kidding.
There.
Let's focus on what you're here to do, which is create dinosaur facilities on the islands we call the 5 Deaths. Actually, Las Cinco Muertes, because Spanish is the lingo of choice around here. You'll need to connect it to the pre-existing network of paths and the power grid.
Okay, well I already built it into the power grid, so now I just need to connect it. Why is it not curved? Straight.
Now comes the real test, incubating a dinosaur. You'll start with a Struthiomimus. Select the creation lab and pick a hatchery bay. There's enough genome data for your first viable dinosaur.
Alright. We shall get our first dinosaur in the Struthio minus. Let's see. Yoda sleep base stream is on. See, last time I've had to record this like 4 times now. The last time I did this, for some reason it kept failing. Like the dinosaurs just would not incubate. But the first 2 times I did it, they were incubating just fine. I had very few failed incubations. So I'm gonna do it just because it ups its lifespan, and then I don't have to replace them as often. And hopefully they actually incubate. There you go.
The machinations of the ambitious, undoing extinction, playing with nature's laws. What can possibly go wrong?
Come on, Doctor. You know we've learned so much and invested even more in our Jurassic operations since the last time.
Yes, Mr. Finch, yes, the last time. There's always a last time. And a next.
Well, I both succeeded this time, so there you go.
Life, it begins. The most precious moment, the result of incalculable actions and reactions, trials and errors, genetic mutations and unknowable combinations, chaos, all leading to a living, breathing, thinking being, an entity, distinct and unique, and now we, you, just manufacture them. So, well done, I guess.
Alright, cool. Our first dinosaur in the game, Struthio minus. Completed. Oh, shit.
The Hammond Foundation has 3 main areas of interest: security, entertainment, and science. I've already nudged the heads of each division to reach out to you personally. They'll offer opportunities and incentives for you to be part of their team. Choose one of their contracts. It'll help you develop your facility.
Let's just start with science.
Dr. Dua. This is our new Director of Operations.
I'm aware, Cabot. I'm Dr. Dua. I run the science division of our operation. Okay, you're going to need to build your reputation in the science division. Not easy with me around, but you'll manage. That means managing our dinosaur population and seeing that they are flourishing.
Alright, gotta build, connect, and power an expedition center, and in return I get 250 grand. Alright, easy enough.
Contracts can be requested from the division heads inside the control room. Complete these to increase your reputation and gain additional revenue to keep expanding your park. So, one more thing. Your reputation. Your rep, quote unquote. Keep an eye on it, okay? If you have a solid reputation with a division, you're more likely to benefit from them. Financially, I mean. But, like life, it's a balancing act. Each division is vying for your attention, and if they don't get it, they tend to take it personally.
Okay. Can't click on anything else yet, still in tutorial mode.
People think money makes the world go round, but they're wrong. Contracts make the world go round, my friend. Obligations and commitments. Complete a contract and your rep with the science division will increase. Meaning you'll be able to take on more complex and challenging missions.
Expedition center. Is that enough? Send them over to the Lance formation because there's 3 different species of
Good. Your
dinosaurs
first
in.
expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the fossil center for extraction.
Release my second Struthio minus.
Your job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs. There you go. A circle of life. Development and resources. Nature and commerce. See? Simple.
A Struthiomimus. Interesting. Another dinosaur that furthers the case of a direct linkage to our modern birds.
Alright, our first science mission. Acquire 30% genome,
I've got an
Triceratops.
interesting opportunity for you to consider. It will allow us to work together to create life. Pure life. If you've been listening to Dr. Malcolm, then you know how important this is to us. And to me.
Alright, acquire 50% genome for the Triceratops. In return, we get $1 million and the cardio strength 2.0 gene. Cool. And check out the fossil building.
I knew you were my kind of person. Inquisitive, driven, and I knew you couldn't resist this opportunity. So let's get started. Together, we can create a more authentic version of our dinosaurs. That means a complete genome. And I think you are up to the challenge. Don't disappoint.
Oh, one's failed to hatch. They both failed. Nice. I mean, they're already at 65% authenticity. I'm not sure why their viability is not very good.
The Research Center lets you improve your park in various exciting ways. New buildings, upgrades, and more await.
Get the treatment for hookworms. In case any of my dinosaurs get it, then won't have that problem.
I'm Owen Grady. Owen to my friends. I've seen things I'd rather not talk about, but it hasn't dampened my commitment to the dinosaurs.
It's already
Raptors
rating.
more generally, and me and Blue specifically. We have a special relationship, like what I have with Claire. Less complicated. Anyway,
You know what? I'm gonna
nice
waste
to meet
a lot
you.
of money doing this if I don't change this, so we'll just go back to null gene until we have better versions of it. The Struthiomimus. Alright, the hookworms. We'll work on genetics, yes. We'll do intuitive learning. I'm going to need to get some feeders.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
And then we'll also get a viewing gallery for guests. I've already taken a look at that twice. I don't think we need to look at it another 2 times. Some more fossils to extract. Put my information again. Still working on that. Alright, let's get some guest things going here so they can bring in some more money. Okay, that's all we got at the moment. Next, aggressive instincts.
Division is always on the lookout for ways to improve our bottom line.
That's easy. Let's do a little bit of reading, shall we?
I'm Claire Deering, and
Oh,
I've been
hello.
on these islands before. On Isla Nublar, I made some mistakes, and I've tried to set them right. I believe in what we're doing, and I believe in these dinosaurs.
Oh, wrong button.
Don't let this opportunity pass you by.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Dinosaurs. Struthiomimus. Okay, it lived during the late Cretaceous as a ground herbivore. Struthiomimus was an ornithohomid bird-like dinosaur that lived across North America. Its name means ostrich mimic from the long developed hind legs and bipedal structure indicating a fast runner. It had large eyes and no teeth, but with 4 limbs and longer claws than other genera of its type, large numbers of these dinosaurs lived across a vast range. An incomplete holotype species of Struthiomimus was first retrieved in 1901, with a more complete skeleton found at Red Deer River, Alberta in 1914. Other specimens have been found in the Oldman Formation in southern Alberta and the Lance Formation in Wyoming. Sites where Struthiomimus have been found show a remarkable diversity in animal and plant life. There is evidence of freshwater animals indicating water bodies like rivers and lakes. Alright, cool. We'll do dig sites next. I just kind of like reading through all this stuff because it gives you a little bit of backstory and lore behind the Jurassic World stuff, and also gives you some interesting real information on things like the dinosaurs and the formations that they're found in and all that. The Lance Formation in Wyoming, USA. The Lance Formation is named after Lance Creek in Wyoming. The formation sits above the Meeteetse Formation and underneath the Fort Union Formation. It dates to the Maastrichtian age of the late Cretaceous, 69 million years ago. It occurs above the Ammonite Marine Zone in Wyoming, dated to 69 million years ago. The formation extends up to the KPG extinction event boundary. The formation is comprised mainly of sandstone. The presence of some marine fossils indicate that it was a coastal plain along the western interior seaway. Its climate was likely to have been subtropical with no indications of a cold season. Many thousands of fossils have been recovered from this site, and amphibians, turtles, crocodiles, fish, mammals, and it says turtles again for some reason, are present, as well as dinosaurs. The following dinosaur remains can be recovered here: Ankylosaurus, Corythosaurus, Edmontosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, Struthiomimus, Stygimoloch, Torosaurus, Triceratops, Tyrannosaurus rex. Cool. Let me check out the genes. Null genes from the American bullfrog are carefully chosen to stitch together gaps in genomes while minimizing overall effects on development. DNA for stag beetle exoskeletons creates incredibly hard keratin for teeth and claws. American crocodile DNA forms durable bony deposits for tougher skin. Vampire bat DNA can be used to develop powerful muscle tissues for the heart and lungs. Monitor lizard DNA encourages speedy and efficient digestion of all kinds of food sources. Tests show crow DNA forming rapid neural connections in the brain. Cosmetics. Splicing this gene will create dinosaurs with their natural skin patterns. The source is the American bullfrog. And splicing this gene will create dinosaurs with sandy skin patterns. Their source is the bearded dragon. Locations. The Hammond Creation Lab. The Hammond Creation Lab was a facility that engineered the dinosaur attractions for Jurassic World, although T-Rex was the exception, as she was cloned by InGen for the original Jurassic Park. Visitors can watch the different stages of the dinosaur's process and extraction. DNA is retrieved from mosquitoes fossilized in amber. Sequencing then analyzes the DNA and assembled genomes. Any gaps in the code are filled using DNA of modern animals. Assembly then places the genome into artificial host eggs. Then the hatchery incubates the eggs and uses techniques to accelerate the growth. After hatching, the nursery then cares for the dinosaurs until they are mature enough to become attractions. Films: Jurassic World. Isla Matanceros. Isla Matanceros is the northernmost island in the Five Deaths, the Cinco Muertes island chain. No known InGen operations occurred on any of these islands other than Isla Sorna. It is known for its steep mountain ranges and lush tropical forests. The weather is calmer here compared to the other islands. Nublar North. Situated on the north coast of Isla Nublar, the site is the camp of Claire Deering's dinosaur rescue operations. This location was chosen for its partially operational infrastructure. Due to its close proximity to the active Mount Sibo, dinosaurs in this area are suffering from a respiratory malaise. Sanctuary. Benjamin Lockwood's Island Sanctuary was the intended refuge of the island Isla Nublar dinosaurs from the imminently erupting Mount Sibo. Sanctuary was to be a place where the dinosaurs could live out their natural lives with minimal human intervention. Before this dream could be realized, however, Lockwood's plans were hijacked by Ellie Mills, who transported the dinosaurs to Lockwood Manor to be auctioned. Films: Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Alright, finally we have the archive. Start with diseases, because less than common cold. The common cold is a widespread viral disease affecting the respiratory system. It can be transmitted through airborne droplets and through close contacts, so it can spread rapidly within herds. It is generally non-fatal in modern animals, however dinosaur immune systems may have never encountered this threat. An outbreak could still tax the ranger operations for an island and should be taken seriously. Hookworms. Hookworms are a type of intestinal parasite from the roundworm group. The number of worms will typically determine the symptoms for the initial infection, and these include rashes, abdominal pain, and diarrhea. Infection can be spread through contaminated dung or food sources, with hygiene being the most effective preventative action. Characters. Oh, by the way, I know this is a lot of reading and it's kind of not very interesting probably to watch, so to anyone who actually watches this and is interested in the series, let me know in the comment section if you actually want to see me read all this shit, or I can just read it on my own time. It's perfectly fine like that. Claire Deering. Park Operation Manager for Jurassic World and author of the Deering Doctrine for the Ethical Paleocuration of Dinosaurs, Claire is famous for her own actions during the Isla Nublar incident. Together with Owen Grady, Claire would help rescue many of the tourists stranded on the island before barely escaping herself with Grady and her two nephews. Passionate and strong-willed, Claire has an unshakable belief in the rights of the dinosaurs to be treated with care and respect. However, following her harrowing escape, she is now dedicated to changing how the rest of the world sees and understands dinosaurs. Claire's message is equal parts hope and warning. Mr. DNA. Mr. DNA was a cartoon character designed to educate visitors to Jurassic Park about the science of recreating dinosaurs. He featured in a film alongside John Hammond in a viewing theater in the Visitor Center. The character was reimagined for Jurassic World to fulfill the same purpose for guests in the Innovation Center. Dr. Kishal Dua. Dr. Dua is the current lead scientist and geneticist for the Jurassic World Park. She is blunt and direct, as well as being absolutely dedicated to her work and research. Following her time at Berkeley and MIT, where she would obtain doctorates in archaeology and biology, she was scouted by the Hammond Foundation. At first reluctant to join in paleo research, Dr. Dua quickly realized that it was one of the brave new frontiers of science. She wanted to be at the forefront of it. Dr. Dua enjoys the spotlight and is always looking for ways her science division can receive the recognition she believes it deserves. She is also natural when it comes to understanding complex tasks and deconstructing the processes by which they operate. This has allowed Dr. Dua to reverse engineer dinosaurs that many thought were forever lost to history. Three more, okay. Cabot Finch. Cabot Finch is a man obsessed with success, the chief of public relations. He wants to see the Jurassic World Park become the premier tourist destination in the world. He is not concerned with the details, just the results. With an MBA from Yale that perfectly complements his socialite upbringing, Cabot sees himself as the man behind these scenes who keeps everything running. The hidden hands of power. His job can be complicated by anomalous events within the facilities, otherwise known as gas fatalities. Cabot uses every ounce of his talents to minimize the damage and financial payouts. Both deceptive and insightful, Cabot is able to see the truth of a given situation, but may keep that information to himself if he sees a way that he can profit off of it. He is a corporate climber, willing to take credit for things that he doesn't deserve when things go well, and shamelessly shift the blame for his failures when they don't. Owen Grady. A former Navy SEAL, Owen Grady was recruited to be a member of the security division of the Jurassic World Isla Nublar Park. Here, his primary tasks were to research the behaviors of velociraptors. Eventually, through training and imprinting, he would come to be identified by a pack of velociraptors as their alpha or leader. Grady has an easygoing personality, and although he can appear to never take things too seriously, when called upon, he rises to the occasion. In his mind, there is a fine line between fearless and reckless, and he doesn't really see that the difference matters much when action must be taken. During the Isla Nublar incident, Grady, along with Claire Deering, was able to help rescue many of the tourists and then face off against the Indominus Rex, utilizing his pack of raptors as allies. Grady's favorite raptor, Blue, would ultimately survive the encounter. This event led Grady to develop the Grady Protocols, a set of procedures and guidelines for understanding the instinctive behavior of dinosaurs. And Dr. Ian Malcolm. Dr. Malcolm is a world-famous mathematician who specializes in chaos theory, a branch of physics that seeks to understand when nature defies the expected norms of linear equations and resists answers that are easily derived through mathematical models. His expertise is the study of how seemingly unconnected events can influence each other via nonlinear dynamics. Skeptical and insightful, Dr. Malcolm has witnessed the power and destruction that can result from dinosaur research and resurrection. He survived the original Jurassic Park incident and has reluctantly been involved with InGen and its subsidiaries ever since, often acting as the voice of reason. An iconoclastic PhD, Dr. Malcolm can at times be maddening to others who perceive him as arrogant and condescending. More frustrating still, he is almost always right. Alright, there you go. That was a lot of reading. So, like I said, it takes a lot of time out of the episode and everything, so if you guys are interested in just seeing all the gameplay and screw all the extras of the game, let me know, and I will gladly read this on my own time. Alright, back to what we were up to. Okay, they're still working on that.
Are you hungry or thirsty? Visit our new fast food restaurant.
$6. Okay, that's fine. We'll sell you for $5. The rest of us isn't gonna change really with that.
Like us, different dinosaurs require different diets. Make sure to place the correct type of feeder in an enclosure. I'm a red meat man myself.
Okay, let's grab one more Struthiomimus. And I just unlocked the Edmontosaurus, which we'll grab next. Just gonna read up on the Edmontosaurus quickly. Alright, lived in the late Cretaceous, was also a ground herbivore. The Edmontosaurus was a large hadrosaur, duck-billed dinosaur that lived in the western regions of North America. Its name is derived from the location where it was found, Edmonton in southern Alberta, Canada. It was a known prey of Tyrannosaurus, and unlike other hadrosaurs, lacked the head crests. The first identified species of fossil was discovered in 1892 in the lands formation of Niobrara County in Wyoming. It wasn't until the 1920s that they were correctly identified as a new genus. Edmontosaurus existed over a wide range and for a long period of time, even by dinosaur standards. They typically lived in wet conditions with plentiful vegetation with a humid or tropical climate. Cool. Well, I guess I will try and... Oh my god, it failed anyway. I haven't even changed anything genetically with the dinosaur, and it failed, and it's at 70% authenticity. I think I might actually wait on getting the Edmontosaurus just so I can have a little better than 50%. I saw that. Got silver. Silver is a versatile precious metal which has commonly been used as bullion as well as a variety of practical applications. Aggressive instincts have been completed. Now we can work on immune response. Pit Viper DNA encourages offense as the best defense. Cool. There you go, finally the last one. Alright, now we have a herd of Struthiomimus. Very nice. There's 3 of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Struthiomimus to the park.
just unlock the Triceratops?
We are making great strides so far. I believe I may be on the cusp of something wondrous, and I have you to thank, at least in part, for where I find myself. Now we need to incubate, hatch, and house our dinosaur. Then we will know if our efforts will have been worth it.
Alright, one sec, I'll be right back. Okay, I have returned. I do kind of just want to release them anyway. But yeah, you know what, we'll just release them anyway. It's early game, so a lot of them will pass soon anyway. Alright, that's complete. See if we can get some Edmontosauruses going. We'll leave that alone. Resilience. Response, I think. Yeah, immune response. We'll incubate 2 of them. I'll probably get 4 in total. Now I have the Triceratops. Alright. Also lived in the late Cretaceous, also a ground herbivore, and all 3 of them lived in North America. Interestingly enough, every dinosaur they start you off with all lived in the same time period in the same place, all the same kind of dinosaur. Well, they all were ground herbivores. The large bony frill and 3 horns served to make Triceratops one of the best known dinosaurs, and this makes it a popular attraction. Its name means 3-horned face. Triceratops was a herbivore in 2010. A controversial theory was proposed that Triceratops was actually an immature form of Torosaurus, although this is yet to be proven. The first known Triceratops remains were found in 1887 near Denver, Colorado. Fossil remains indicate that it lived across much of North America, sharing much the same territory as Tyrannosaurus rex. Triceratops lived in a range of ecologies, including subtropical inland and coastal regions and semi-arid plains. Also, we picked up this one. Gray reef shark DNA provides significant resistance to disease, including cancer. Very nice. And you, strike you, and sell you. And that is, what's it called again? Coprolite. It's literally just fossilized animal crap. Back to transformation you go. I'll pick up another viewing gallery, because I'll have to put another feeder down probably.
So you've got dinosaurs your guests want to get up close and personal with? The thing is, they can't. Construct facilities to increase visibility and keep visitors the right side of the safety glass.
Hey, I'm Isaac. I've been hearing good things about you. I'm in charge of the entertainment division here. What good is the world's greatest show if no one sees it? Don't answer. That's rhetorical and painfully obvious. What I'm saying is that we need people in our parks. Fill up our facilities with warm bodies. Numbers bring revenue, excitement, and opportunities.
Oh, 1 second, once again. Alright, I've once again returned. Incubate and release a Triceratops with a dinosaur rating of at least 32. Yeah. My Naltosaurus is ready to go, almost. Alright, here we go. Our first large dinosaur-ish. Naltosaurus.
This dinosaur, the Edmontosaurus, was originally uncovered at a site in Canada. I'll let you guess where. The T-Rex thinks these are delicious, and who's to argue?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Edmontosaurus to the park.
Right, very cool. There you go. We shall get 2 more going. And never mind, I'm out of money.
That contract is done and done. Nice work.
It already failed, bro.
No matter what anyone else says, science is what makes or breaks us. Admittedly, sometimes both. But on Isla Matanceros, you are making us and yourself look good.
Not really,
That's
I'm already out of
worth
money.
reward.
I have 44 grand. I can't do shit. Can you even research stuff? Nope. Alrighty. I'll have to wait for my money to build up a little bit here. Let's see, how far long have we been recording for? 1 second. No, this failed again. Great. Okay, 1 second, I'm gonna check. Okay, well, it's been about 40 minutes, probably a little less. So I'll leave it at that. I mean, we got a decent amount done. Now we're kind of just gonna have to wait a little bit to pick up some money. We're at 1.5 stars currently. Let's see. The Montosauruses are 1-star dinosaurs. The minuses are 1/2 star. So yeah, we'll leave it here for now. Like I said, let me know if you want me to read all the extra stuff that the game tells you about. If not, I'll just do it on my own time and we can just roll through the game. And yeah, thank you to anyone who actually watches this. If you would like, you can leave a comment or subscribe or I don't know, anything like that. Lets me know that people are watching it and they're enjoying, and lets me know that my bit of work that I put in here is worth it to someone. So yeah. Alright, that's all. Peace out.